Hi everyone! In this video we are going to talk about the usage of van and vannak. In my previous video I have already introduced the verb to be in Hungarian, so in case you haven't seen that, make sure to check it out. It will be here somewhere at the top right corner. Now, in that video I left out a few things on purpose. You may be wondering why. In the first video you could see that I didn't conjugate the verb to be in the third person singular and plural. I know from experience that it is very strange to most of my students the fact that in some cases this verb is completely missing from the sentence. I wanted to make that clear so that you can get used to that and keep that piece of information at the back of your mind. Now, if you want to conjugate them in all persons, it looks like this. In the third person singular, it is van, and in the plural, vannak. Now let's talk about when to use them. When talking about place or location, for example, hol van? Where is he, she, or it? Remember that Hungarian doesn't have gender. Itt van. He is here. Otthon vannak. They are at home. Ők Angliában vannak. They are in England. A könyv az asztalon van. The book is on the table. When talking about existence, van Isten. There is a God. Van valaki a házban. There is someone in the house. Kutyák vannak a kertben. There are dogs in the garden. Csak vörös bor van. There is only red wine. When talking about possession, van egy házam. I have a house. Olivernek van autója. Oliver has a car. Van időm. I have time. Tamásnak két gyereke van. Thomas has two children. Vannak barátaim. I have friends. We also use van and vannak when talking about temperature or time. Hány fok van? What's the temperature? Hideg van. It's cold. Meleg van. It's warm. Hány óra van? What's the time? Késő van. It's late. Reggel van. It's morning. Now here comes the tricky part. We also use van and vannak when talking about idiomatic expressions. Szép idő van. The weather is nice. Hogy vannak? How are they? Jól vannak. They are fine. See that these two sentences, they also refer to the state of someone. So in what condition they are. János rosszul van. John is unwell. Minden rendben van. Everything is fine. Now here comes the unusual part. We shouldn't use van and vannak in the following cases. When using adjectives or nouns as predicate. Now what does this mean? It's simple. We omit van when stating what something is using an adjective or a noun. For example, Péter okos. Peter is clever. Barbara, szép. Barbara is pretty. So okos and szép, these are both adjectives. So we don't have to use the verb in the third person singular. Ő amerikai. He or she is American. Now this also refers to nationalities. Because if you say I'm Hungarian, I'm American, I'm German, these are also adjectives. Robert orvos. Robert is a doctor. Orvos is a noun, which refers to a profession. So whenever you say that, I don't know, you are a mathematician, you're a student, you're referring to your profession, you don't have to use the verb to be in the third person singular. János 32 éves. John is 32 years old. Ők gazdagok. They are rich. Simple, right? Now let's practice through some exercises. Here you can pause the video and think of the correct solution. Peter is a teacher. Now, think of it. Do you have to use the verb to be? Because teacher is a noun. Correct, you don't have to use the verb. The book is on the shelf. A könyv a polcon van. Here you have to use the verb because we are referring to location. The book is situated somewhere. She is Hungarian. So we are referring to someone's nationality, but remember, it's also an adjective. Ő magyar. That's correct, without the verb. John is at home. János otthon van. How is he? Hogy van? I have a dog. Now remember, we're talking about possession. That's correct, we use van. Van kutyám. They are in Budapest. Ők Budapesten vannak. Exactly, because we're referring to location. That's it, guys. You made it. Congratulations. So now all you have to do is make sure you like the videos, share it, and subscribe. Take care. Sziasztok!